Okay.
All right. Well, hello, Faye, Melissa, Brandy, Kim,
Just a sec.
Rochelle. And since I know Sandra M is watching, but unseeable, I'll say hello to Sandra as well. And
just a sec, guys, I have to feed the last of my toast to Bailey.
Okay. And I'm going to think I'll start by pulling a card for Sandra.
What deck are you using again? Oracle?
Oh, yeah. I am using the Queen of Moon Oracle. It's something different. So I thought I'd give it a shot. They're very simple cards.
Where'd you get those?
I bought them. So Sandra. Oh, hello, Tracy, and hello, Amanda. So Sandra, for you, I have picked number 15, which is a lady dancing. And let's see if you can see it. Hold her still for a minute. She's dancing in the moonlight with all the beautiful pastel colors. And it says action. So to me, this is about you taking control. You have that band and you're moving with it. If you've ever done gymnastics or freestyle dancing, this is you taking action and you incorporating things from inside your life to make it happen. So look to the colors too, because they make me feel like I should be very calm and collective in the process. All right.
Okay, and I'm using the Cat Tarot. Mystic Cat Tarot. I was in a cat. I'm sorry. Now I've got that damn song floating in my head. Dancing in the Moonlight.
Yep.
Sandra, right?
Sandra,
for you, the Ace of Fire, which is about leaping into the fire, taking the opportunities head on. I don't actually see a cat in there. Do you see a cat in there?
No, you've been through this one before with the cat, so.
I know there's a cat in there somewhere. Where? I don't know. But the Ace of Fire. Leap and go for it. Take the advancement, take the chance. New beginnings.
Okay, so just fast. Hello, Shar, Kathy, Ashley, Linda, and Jacqueline. We're just starting at the beginning, and we will work our way down and get to you. Faye, I have picked number 14, and it's focus. Look at the butterfly on her forehead and her third eye. And the fact that she's immersed her mouth and her nose into water, and it looks like she's breathing quite freely. So this could be scrying. It could be using your third eye as well as the inner part of you to look to your own future. But what it feels like is gentleness. It feels that you're surrounded and protected, and this is by spirit, but there's all these other orbs all around her as well. So they make me feel be calm, be stationary, and listen. Pay attention to spirit and what they have to say to you, Faye.
You know, and that sort of follows suit with what I have. The Ceton talks about just having faith, believing, relax, don't be so uncertain. Just know that you're going where you're supposed to go.
It feels like rub my tummy. Melissa, hi.
It feels like feed me, pamper me, or I will kill you.
Melissa, you have patience. And I like the imagery of the circle of going into that tunnel as though you're going to your future, and you have brambles beside you as though these are little obstacles in your way. And the balloon is about innocence and trusting that you're going in the direction you're meant to be going in, that you're just relying on spirit, not so much to lead you, but to guide you. And to know that if there's obstacles, you're going to get over them. So just keep going forward, Melissa.
You know, and I picked for you the Three of Sky, which shows three cats working together. Don't be, this is a time that if someone's really ticking you off, don't dramatic about it. Don't get into petty squabbles. Because see the cat at the top? That cat is confident and knows it's right. So why do anything that would upset the harmony of your week and your weekend? Really?
Okay, Brandy, I have extremes. And what I like is it says hot moon. And I'm sort of thinking, hot damn. And they're saying that with extremities, it could be quite a few things. It can be just the heat of the season. It's getting to be too much for you. It could be the passion of life for yourself, but it also could be that maybe when things become so extreme and you feel like scattered and a little lost, that you should be writing them down, because there is a journal plus lots of fluids. That seems to be important for you as well, Brandy. And I always think of liquids as an emotional calming. So, you know, like a lot of people will use alcohol, but I think a really cold glass of water can calm us down if we're having a difficult period inside our life.
Definitely. And I'm being told that you have some really amazing skills that have come over time. And perhaps you might consider figuring out how to share them. And guys, give me a break. My screen, just for whatever reason, my Outlook decided to come on.
Okay.
For a moment.
Well, Kim, I have for you trust. And
Yeah.
it's really unique because there's a couple inside embracing in the clear egg, and then you have the ducks getting ready to nest and have their own chick. And this is trusting that whatever it is you plan, because an egg is planning, whatever it is you're planning, that you're planning it because it fits into your life, and you don't have to worry about the outcome, because whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. Now, the other portion of that is sort of get the impression that someone is announcing a pregnancy.
And the card I chose for you, or the card that came up, is the Three of Sea. And if you look at it, it talks about getting together with friends. Like, don't make yourself so isolated. If you notice, even the cats are social distancing right now, but they're getting together and they're connecting with the seal, or they're thinking of hunting the seal. It's about connectivity and making sure you have time with friends safely, but time with friends.
Okay, so Rochelle, I have for you sovereignty. I can't say it, but what this makes me think of is, you know, Tai Chi, where you bring the good energy in and you push the negative energy out. And this is what it makes me feel like. It feels like trusting in numbers. So, you know, black and white, numerology, but it's also about holding the world close. And when I say world at this point, I'm talking about your own family and friends, and you're holding them close to your heart. And it feels as though there's going to be some changes. It's like I feel like I want to go swimming. And water is rebirth, it's cleansing. So it could just be you're going through some changes, and to take it slowly. Don't rush it.
And for you, the Earth Queen, be a diva. You're really good at helping everyone else and taking care of it. Now's the time to literally be a diva. Like this gorgeous white cat. Be a diva. Pamper yourself. Demand cream instead of 2% milk.
Hi, Tracy. Oh, self-reflection. It's sort of neat because this one makes, when it's in threes, it's normally birth, life, death. And this is self-reflection. As so what direction do you want to go in? Do you want to stay where you are? And when I say that, I mean, you know, sometimes we just feel like we're stuck and we can't move anywhere. Or do you actually want to push yourself forward? And opportunities are presenting themselves. And I would say very likely around June, July 17th, somewhere in there. And it's an opportunity to move, but I don't actually mean a physical move. This is more like a spiritual move, and that you really should be doing it.
For you, the lovers, and the lovers talks about some self-care, loving yourself, possible change in direction that is in a positive way, and it's nice to think that we would have partners, but as D'Arcy has explained before, the love card isn't just about falling in love. It's learning to love yourself, learning to care for yourself, take time for yourself.
Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Amanda, I have for you the path, and this is in August, and there you are. This makes me think, the bottom portion of this card makes me think of Arizona, where, the land's dry. California too, the land is dry and barren in places, and there's this lush, beautiful world above. And do you want to, part of you wants to stay where you are, and it can be vice versa, Amanda. You could be in a very lush, beautiful place and desiring the warmth of the dryness of Arizona. And they're saying that as you decide what you're doing, remember that it's small steps, just like this ladder. The steps go up the ladder, and you can climb up that ladder, and you can get to where you want to be. But the biggest part of this is patience. Not to rush it, not to hop a speeding train, and take the train. They're saying take your time. And I know it's a metaphor because it's like about life. We have our life all around us, and there's always that little what if in life. And you could have your what if, Amanda. It's totally up to you. But if you decide to go for it, it's a step at a time.
And ironically enough, my card says the complete opposite, but it says go for it. Move now. In a hurry. The cat that goes crazy. No wasting your time. No wondering if you should jump before you or look before you leap. Just go. Yes. I agree with school caution, but the card says throw caution to the side. Will people look at you crazy? Just be crazy.
That's okay, but this other step is more about something for her personal growth. I'm using places as analogies. So, Shar, hello. I have for you discernment. Whoops. Whoa. Cards flying away on you. And I'm torn between saying your head's in the cloud and you really need to focus on what you want, to listening to your heart because it's ringing out. But then you've got all this galaxy above your head that's saying, here are infinite opportunities. What do you want? And I always say, take a look for a day, have a look. It doesn't mean you're hesitating on a change or anything or chasing your own dreams. It's just sometimes we have to stop and look and say, is this really what I want? Or can it wait a little bit? And if it can wait a little bit, then just give it that little bit of time.
And the card I picked for you is the 9 of C, which talks about, as soon as it comes off my keyboard, talks about realizing your dreams and recognizing them and not being afraid to reach out for them. So maybe start journalizing some of your dreams so that when you have a vision or a dream that sort of says this is something you'd like, you can set a plan towards it.
Okay. Hi, Kathy. So I have the void here. And the first thing I thought of, you can see the ladies laying down and everything. What I thought of is, that dream where you're naked and you're running down the street and afraid everyone can see you? Okay. That's what that card made me think of. But what it also makes me think of is clear the rubbish around you and your thoughts in front of you and make the void larger so you're more what do I want to use? Not more free, because that doesn't sound like proper English, but that feeling of not being claustrophobic is really going to be important this next year. And it also makes me think, take time for yourself. Some meditation, watch your diet, and do some exercise.
The Sea King. You take the problems of everybody on your shoulders, and you're very, very good at it, and you know how to solve things at work and all that stuff. Deceased King talks about taking some time by yourself to reflect on the things that you need to reflect on.
Okay. So, hello, Ashley. And Ashley, I have for you, this is going to be in July, the unexpected. And I first thought of unexpected pleasures, but I also think it could be unexpected romances being revealed. It could be an unexpected pregnancy. It could be just unexpected news. And it feels comforting. Look, I don't feel like I'm running away from it. I feel like, wow, this is such a relaxed, contemplative feeling, Ashley, that maybe just take time in July for yourself. And whatever messages are coming towards you, just be open. I'm not feeling anything negative. I realize I can be wrong, but I feel this is about contemplation as well.
And for you, to see Queen, don't be afraid to realize your dreams, to reach them and to embrace them. And possibly someone is coming towards you with open arms. Assuming that you don't already have someone in your life who has open arms, open heart.
But it could just be that person opening up more too.
That could be.
So, Linda, realization. Realize that what you want inside your life is determined by your willpower, by the way you manifest, by the way you put it out there, your intentions. And also, that looks like a new key to a house. So I don't know if you're looking at buying something, but there is a new key around you. So to a house, a cottage, a trailer. Yes. And the other part too is, you know how people, this is way back where people say, peeping through the keyhole because they're looking at someone else's life. Don't worry about other people's lives. Look at your own and decide what you want to do with it, and then move forward in the process. That's for Linda.
Are we done now? I'm having a little help here, so just give me a second. Okay, that's enough. Very appropriate. Black cat on my lap. The demon cat. It does not talk about being possessed by the devil or negative energy. It's saying don't get in your own way. And just very, very simple, that. It's the full message of that card. Don't get in your own way. Or as in my case, don't get in Oreo's way.
Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. I have for you, disperse the fear. Don't allow fear to hold you captive. Move away from it. Like the birds, put wings on and fly above it. Look at it with the golden eye. Okay, I'm going to say of God. And know that as you look at the fear and you look down at it, you're dispersing it. It's becoming this beautiful white, yellow light that leads you into this feeling of contentment. And that's okay. To have that feeling is really important. And hello, beautiful girl as well.
Pardon me?
Oh, she said hello, beautiful people. And I said hello, beautiful girl as well.
And my card for you is the Earth Kitten. It talks about innocence, and it talks about learning the tools of the trade and seeing the world a little bit through the eyes of a child, right? The eyes of a child, it's not just innocence, it's wonder that they connect to. So like that little kitten, connect to the wonder around you.
All right. So just fast. Hello, Lily, Telia, Mary, Orville. Hey, Melissa, you're welcome. And Angela and Jessica S. Okay. So starting with Lily. Hello, dear. This is pleasure. And this makes me think of the atoms circling around you in your own universe. And this could be your own children, your grandchildren. I think you do have them. And this is about that pleasure of knowing that what you do is sending love out. It's sending love to your family, to your friends, to the people you care about, but it's also encircling you with love. And that would be spirit as well. And they're saying to be open because your heart chakra seems to be expanding a little bit. So I'm just going to say, be well aware, maybe calm it down at night so you can sleep a little better, but be open.
Hey, darling, I hope all is well. What's going on here? You seem to be disappearing on me.
Who?
My screen is all screwed up. Anyways, there we go. This is the Fire Tomcat. I think it looks like a dragon, but what it talks about is your grace, your style, and your agility. And that, there isn't anything that you can't do gracefully, and to have faith in yourself.
Absolutely. So, Thelia, I have power for you. And power is a wonderful thing, but it can also be scary because there are people who don't know how to weigh power. They become aggressive and dominating. And they're saying that here in this one, they say you weigh your power carefully because you're weighing it between the earth and the atmosphere. But what it is you're carrying it with you with divine light. And so you may be going into a situation or a position where you may have a little more power than the people around you. And I'm going to say, just weigh it carefully. Power can be destructive, but done right, it can be the most beautiful thing anyone has ever witnessed.
Sorry, my mind got lost there for a minute. I was thinking of oceans for some reason. The quiet of an ocean. I chose for you the Seven of Earth. And what this talks about is patience. Don't be in such a rush to get things done. Don't be hurrying out the door because you'll forget your keys. Slow down, be patient like that cat is, patiently waiting with the absolute certainty that a mouse will come out of there or a mole or whatever it is that lives in that hole that will feed it and sustain it.
Okay. Hi, Mary. Mary, I have for you balance. And the first thing it made me think of is going to a wedding with a fancy hat on. But the other portion is, when they put out the chimes, I felt like maybe you should have a chime around you so that the sound of the music awakens memories inside of you that bring great joy, but they also bring balance. And the other portion of that is that it's balancing the head and the heart, but it's balancing your desires inside of life and what you could do now and what you may have to wait to do later. So they are saying use balance.
And for you, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is surrounded by all this amazing amethyst crystal, which talks about healing powers and healing abilities.
Did you get that, Prince?
Oh, did I miss something?
No, I'm talking to the help in the background.
So what this card is saying is tap into your inner abilities and your gifts, and also maybe buy some amethyst to carry around with you.
All right. So, Oroville. This is will. But what I'm thinking of it is this is your tradition. And this is bringing it forward and really embracing it and letting it surround you almost like a cloak of lights. And just feeling the vibration of earth, wind inside of you. And letting yourself express it without being embarrassed, without being afraid of people pointing a finger of anything. It's like embrace it to the point that as you allow your gift to come forward, I don't hear applause, but I hear applause from spirit. And it's like spirit saying, okay, I'll word it the way I'm hearing it is, boy, go forward, walk in the steps of your grandfathers. So that's how I heard it. And normally I try to change it a little, but I didn't feel I should.
And for you, the 5 of C, which shows that it's almost like you got dampened, your spirits got dampened a little bit, but just shake it off. The sun will dry you. And don't get burdened down with the negativity and the uncertainty. Everything will work out in the end.
Yep.
You have to excuse me for a second. Miss Bailey is chewing on something in the bedroom, and we don't have a chew toy there.
Well, that's okay. I'll keep going. Hello, hey. And yes, welcome.
Hey.
I'm glad you tried the show tonight. And hey, for you, look at the card. It says beauty. Now, they're plants and they're the leaves and the petals and a butterfly, and yet you can see the lady's face. And beauty is literally in the eye of the beholder. And this tells me you have so much beauty around you, grace and compassion, that you should be proud of who you are and what you're doing. And know that you have spirit who sends kisses down to you. Mm-hmm. So look at life, look at nature, and see the beauty all around you.
I am telling you, I don't know what she was chewing on, but it is under the bed where I can't see it, and she was under the bed. The good kitty. And this just is a reminder that there is a lot of warmth and spirit around you and guardian angels protecting you, and to have faith in the unseen. It is there to keep you and to guide you.
Melissa, you're welcome. And Angela, I have here gratitude. And you can see the young hand holding the young lady in the background. And it makes me think, be grateful for those who are around you, because you never know when they can leave. And whether that's in life or just moving away. And if someone moves away and you miss them, be in touch with them, because sometimes people get so busy that we forget. And they're just saying, be grateful, because your life is going the path you want it to. And there's a lot of love surrounds you, a lot of love that's coming towards you. So just be open and be grateful.
And this card, although every time D'Arcy has ever seen it, she says that tomcat is about to drop that innocent kitten into the abyss. It's actually about having the confidence and the faith to know that you can carry yourself and others across the most difficult part of your week, and not to be afraid or uncertain. Sure-footed.
Okay, next is Jessica H. And Jessica, you have here creation. And it can be the creation of the universe around you. It could be your own creative mind. And it could be the building of a new house or a new structure around you because of the drawings here. But the creation is something that you're developing, that it's coming from the inner you and being expressed outside into universe, and that you should really be using your creative powers.
And for you, the cat. This is the beginning of your journey. Every day is like a new beginning, and you get to choose when you start it and where you stop to rest along the way. But today is the beginning of something exciting that you might want to try. Don't be afraid. Go out, explore, and look at the world a different way.
All right. And Orville said, Calvin is Lauren's brother pen.
Oh, okay.
That's for you. Brandy says, thank you. Kim says, thank you. Ashley's taking care of Mr. Prince. And Tracy, thank you. Amanda, thank you. Shar, thank you. Kathy. And now we have Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. And just I'll say hello to, Ashley says thank you. And then we have Dustin. Jacqueline says thank you. Then we have Gloria. And There's another one there, Ash. Did you get him? Yeah. Okay, so Jeanette, you're next. Okay, Jeanette, wisdom. Wisdom of the ages, but also wisdom that we gain and learn through in this lifetime. Educational choices moving forward, going to reach for the moon. It made me think of, what was that show where he said, to the moon, Ethel, to the moon? Okay.
Honeymooners.
Yeah, honeymooners. And it just makes me think, reach for the moon, Jeanette. It's unlimited possibilities around you. And I also feel like, as we know, the moon can affect us. A full moon can bring the emotional inside of us to the forefront. And as it begins to wane, we can be happy or sad. And so to me, I think the moon does a lot for you, that it has an important factor inside of your life. So pay attention. If you get the Farmer's Almanac, it sort of walks you through the phases of the moon and what can be happening, like when to plant seeds and stuff. So just keep in mind the moon does contribute to some of the events inside of your life.
Truly. And this card, the Four of Fire, talks about going for your dreams, being adventurous and brave, and stepping forward. So reaching for the stars or reaching for the moon. Very much similar to what D'Arcy was saying.
Okay, I missed AP.
I was going to say, have you got AP? Because AP is just showing up on mine.
Yeah, I missed AP, but they're here now, and they want a card on their marriage. And it's funny because I was looking and reading and pulled the card. Marriage is about attraction and how two people work together, the yin and the yang inside of marriage, the footing that makes it a calm marriage or the footing that makes it crumble. And to me, if you're married and you're trying to work the relationship out, communication is the most important key. And I say that knowing that I am not married and haven't been married for over 35 years, but it still doesn't mean I don't remember what it took to make a good marriage and what it took to make a bad one.
Whoa. So, it's actually only 33 years.
No, I said 33.
No, you said 35.
No, 33.
Where did you go?
Say 33.
There we go. Ouch. And for you, this is in regards to marriage and life. The world talks about moving forward. I'm going to kill my cat and dog. Moving forward and starting over. So I always see the world as, it's a cycle, and we go through these cycles. So if things have been a little bit rough and you want it to work and your partner wants it to work, then you're coming out of the rough, not into a honeymoon phase, but more into a time where you can piece together a new life. You can't go back, but you can go forward. And again, unlike my sister, I have been married 3 times, but I firmly believe that if something is worth holding on to, it's worth working for.
Oh, I agree. And just so everyone knows who's below AP, we are getting to you. We just work our way down the list. And as we get to you, we do pull a card for you. Ashley, you are welcome. And hey, I believe we've already pulled a card.
Yes.
And now there's Dustin. Dustin, life is about growth. How we plant our seeds and how we're willing to bend, turn, twist like a willow tree depends on how we grow. If we refuse to bend a little because we are righteous, then we'll break. But if we're willing to bend a little inside of life and learn not only from our mistakes, but the mistakes of everyone around us, then we grow. So your card is all about growth. And what portion of this growth do you want inside your life? Do you want to bend a little? Not 100% bent, but just bend a little so that the energy flows and you can reach for what actually resonates with you and let go of that doesn't. Because we get stuck in a decision and we think we've said we're going to do this, we're going to do it. And they're saying to learn to bend like a willow, because willows don't really break unless they're rotten on the inside.
I chose the strength card. And if you look really, really careful, this is one of those black cats, and you'll see birds around it. And strength is about not just recognizing the strength of conviction or how strong you are physically. There is strength in kindness, strength in being gentle to those who are not as strong.
Mm-hmm.
Strength, people mistake strength with outspokenness, with being, temperamental and disagreement. And actually, strength is about being gentle in a time when strength is not necessary.
Okay, so Gloria, hi. I have for you peace. And first thing I thought of was do a little meditation, light a candle, make a wish, and believe that anything is feasible inside of your life. And know that as you walk forward, that comfort of peace, of well-being is going to be around you. And as long as you believe, anything is feasible, Gloria. It's like, I also want to say, when you light the candle, ring a bell and let universe know what it is you would like to see come towards you.
And for you, darling, the Five of Sky. This shows a cat really worried about, I think in this case, this is a mouse it has, and it's worried about whether or not, these other cats are going to take this mouse away. And basically what this card is saying is just relax. If someone admires something you have or looks longingly, it doesn't mean that they're going to take it away. They're just looking at it. And there is always this sort of kindness if you can learn to share what you have.
So Orville wanted a card for Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
Kay said thank you, and Jeanette said thank you. So Calvin, I pulled the masculine card. And what I like about this, like masculine and feminine energy, if we can incorporate them hand in hand, we're actually quite balanced. It allows us to move forward understanding both what it's like to be strong and weak. And that energy seems to be around you. So I'm going to say master it, but don't use it to such an extreme that you're hurting yourself or you're hurting anyone else. It feels as though there's this shift or move where you need to incorporate both, because your universe is changing. And as your universe changes, as long as you're both strong and weak at the same time, you're going to conquer anything that goes inside your life.
Calvin, first, remember, it is better to light a single candle than to curse the darkness. And this tells me that you feel like there has been a lot of darkness around you. And this is a card I chose off the top of the deck. And this cat has lit a candle. The cat isn't really playing with the flame as much as it's just gathering warmth and comfort. And I know that life has been hard, but you have great, great strength. And you know where you come from. So rely on the history and the past of your roots. And all will be well.
All right. We're at the end of people right now. So we could give it a few minutes, or we could give everyone the evening back, and those who are going out to geocache can get ready for it.
Faye, that little reference is because I'm doing a adventure lab tonight at 9:30 my time, just as the sun is going down. And it is 5 of the most haunted areas in Edmonton. So I'm going ghost hunting.
Yeah. So she has to go. All you had to do is sit there and say, okay, door's open.
No. I don't go ghost hunting in my home. They are supposed to stay out of my home. I will go find the ghosts and say, hi, it's so nice to meet you. You just stay where you are. I'll stay where I am. And we'll all be very, very, very happy.
Okay. Kelvin said thank you. Angela just said her name. And then Orville said, Same line of work, different company and different position. So I take it you got a new job?
Good, good.
Excellent. Okay, well, why don't we give the rest of the evening back to everyone? And as usual, really appreciate everyone who comes out. It is so amazing.
Wait a sec. These people can't get their own lives piggybacking on someone else's life?
I don't know what that's about, Shar. Guppies. Oh, guppies. Yes.
Oh, please.
Absolutely. It's like they're so desperate for business. I mean, they could do the same thing I'm doing with Penelope and Sean. So, but you know, I really, really appreciate everyone for coming out, putting up with our guppies. And I'd like to thank Ashley, who does my administration now, and she keeps on top of them as much as possible. And really, oh, hi, Marion. I really hope you all have a great week. Well, we got Marion and Alana now, so we can pull for them.
Okay.
All right. So Marion, and let's do Marion first. Okay, the cards wouldn't come undone. Marion, abundance. Look at that. This makes me think that whatever is inside your life, one, you're very gentle and kind. I know that as you're my friend and I'm allowed to say that. But the other thing is such a peaceful card, like the tranquility and nature and everything. And that abundance is going to be yours, girls. It's just a matter of time. And the fact that and she even looks a little like you, Marion, that it's just take the time to relax and to enjoy life. All right.
The priest. Take the time to acknowledge your strength and your inner power and your connection to a greater power. And just know that good fortune is coming. You can see the pillars and of the castle behind you. All of that is coming towards you. Have faith, enjoy, and trust.
All right. And
Alana,
you have the protection card. You look at that little bird as he's flying that nest with the person inside of it. And it makes me think of trust and protection. And this is something maybe you need to work on inside your life, knowing that you have protection, be it physical or spiritual, and to trust in what you cannot see, because it makes life easier sometimes when you can trust in what you can't see. And take it from someone who understands that, because half the time I don't know what I'm saying when I'm talking to you, but I do trust the message I'm getting across is from the people I can't see at times.
True. Did we read for Candace?
No, never saw her. So
because Shar said hi, Candace.
Yeah, do Alana and then we'll do Candace.
Alana, the card for you is magic. Look at the world with wonder and hope, and acknowledge that there is magic all around you, things you can't see. And if you can open yourself to magic and acknowledge the beauty of it, magic, I promise, will find you in all sorts of ways.
Okay, and then we also have Leisha. But so Candace, change. And change is just that. It's like we can resist change. We can try to push it away from us, or we can embrace it and allow it to become a flower and blossom in front of us. And the most important is to remember to trust yourself at the same time.
Okay, so Candace, time to move forward. Follow your endeavors, follow your dreams, and move forward. The time for being stuck in the mud and just being able to settle for where you are is over, and now's the time to embrace the change and move forward. I kind of like the picture of the cat bossing the dogs around.
Okay, so Lashia.
Listener?
Yeah. This is answering all of your question, okay, about him texting you, not texting you, and your reading. And this is resistance. And you're so angry because he's not in touch properly that you're resisting the opportunity to advance inside your own life. If you two are meant to be together, it's going to happen. And the thing is that maybe he really is busy. It's hard to say. I don't know him, but maybe his life is busy. And with COVID and everything, that connectiveness that we want with each other doesn't always exist now. So I'm going to say, give him a little bit of a break. And if he really is going to be in touch with you, you don't have to chase him. Let him come to you.
So, D'Arcy, what was your question? I don't have her on either of my screens.
Okay, what she wants to know is, what does Brandon want to tell her? He texted her the other day, but he stopped texting me back. He's a busy person, but I just want to know, when will he call and to come spend time with me? And at this point, I don't think that's really going to happen. But
yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm going to go with what D'Arcy feels. The card I drew is the Ace of C. Do you see the sand print? The print in the sand? Well, the print in the sand never stays. I don't know. Like, D'Arcy and I grew up near beaches, and well, D'Arcy still lives on the beach. There's an island where there's beach, and it's like anything else. You put your mark on the beach sand, and then the storm or the tide or the waves come in, and it washes out. This might be. If I was a betting woman, I'd say this is one of those things where you're needing to let go, like D'Arcy says, and then there's that expression, "Que sera, sera." What will be, will be.
Yeah. So Angela just sent a question. If you can't see it, she wants to. She says, "I'd like to see if you can see my husband's health will improve." Because we're not nurses or doctors, obviously he should be talking to a physician. It's going to take time. If it does improve, you're looking more towards the fall or even the spring of next year.
I would follow D'Arcy and say, go have your husband see a good doctor. And the thing is, if you're not satisfied with that answer and your husband is still sick, you find someone else that can help get an answer. I think D'Arcy and I speak from experience. I remember when our brother was battling brain cancer, at first they thought it was epilepsy, then they thought it was the flu. And in the end, they finally found a really good doctor, and we all knew what it was in the end. It doesn't mean that it's a happy ending, but at least you're not guessing what's going on. I'm not saying that your husband is sick. I'm saying if he's not well, you push the doctor. And if he won't go, lay the guilt trip on. It's his responsibility as your partner and someone that helps support you that he stay healthy.
All right. So on that note, everyone have a fantastic week. Look forward to seeing you again soon. And yeah, I don't know if I'm on tomorrow. It all depends on the workload at work because I've been working late. And so if I am, I'll make sure the message goes out in time. May love, peace, joy, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways.
And thank you, everyone, for, as always, coming on and asking us questions and everything. And Nasalama, go in light is what it means.
Okay, good night.